Welcome to another video in our career series for high schoolers. This video is part of a series that includes live workshops, group coaching, one-on-one coaching, as well as a number of videos covering different careers. Today, we are very pleased to have Gloria, a psychologist, who will share with us her career story. So Gloria, please just introduce yourself and tell us what your current profession is.
So as you've heard, my name is Gloria and I'm a psychologist. I studied a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology.
How did you decide to become a psychologist?
I decided to become a psychologist because I felt that it was a profession that really fit my personality. I really enjoy interacting with people, both young and old, learning from them and getting to know them. So when I was told about psychology, it was my mom who first gave me the idea. I felt like this really fit my personality, and a few years down the line, I'm really happy with the decision I made.
Okay, and what subjects did you choose in high school when you were doing your subject selection?
So I did math, English, biology, chemistry, physics, IT, and business.
And how did you decide which subjects? How did you decide which ones to drop and which ones to keep?
Right, so all through my life, I thought I was going to be a medical doctor. That's why I did triple science. And it was not until I was now preparing for exams that I realized that medicine was not going to work for me, specifically because of chemistry. So, I'd already picked the subjects, so I did them for my O-levels. And then I decided on psychology after high school. So I didn't pick the subjects because I knew I was going to study psychology. That came after.
And what was it that made you realize that medicine wasn't for you?
I really struggled with the sciences and especially chemistry. I struggled. Chemistry and me were not getting along. So, high school was really, really difficult because of that. And I just couldn't imagine taking that several notches higher. So I decided, you know what? It was a dream that I had and I'd stuck by it, but I decided to start exploring other options and eventually settled on psychology.
All right, so based on your experience as a psychologist, what qualities are needed to be a good psychologist?
The top qualities I would say are needed to be a good psychologist are: one, an open mind for everything that you learn. Some theories sound outrageous and others you may agree with. And then also for the people you meet in the course of your learning and work. You meet people from all walks of life, people of different ages, because psychology is such a broad career. So you might find people who are already, for example, they're an engineer and they decided they want to do psychology now. So an open mind is key. And then empathy, which is the ability to put oneself in another's shoes for the purpose of understanding them better. And trustworthiness. People confide in psychologists a lot, especially if the psychologist is a counselor, and it is absolutely crucial that the person confiding that they can trust the psychologist to keep their conversation between them.
Okay. So as a psychologist, what do you do on a day-to-day basis?
So I'm currently working with an organization that works to create and enhance policies, guidelines, and practices in the area of early childhood development. So I do research and I map out the work that's currently in place all around Africa. And I'm also a facilitator for a grief group therapy program.
Fantastic. What surprises you about this career? What has surprised you about this career, Gloria?
I think the thing that surprised me the most, especially in school, is how vast it is. I don't think we see, when you think psychologist, you think like counselor in a room, then you go and sit with them and you talk to them. But the field is really, really, really broad. You can be a forensic psychologist, you work with criminals, you work in prisons, you can do experiments, you can do research. So it's a really, really wide field, and you keep learning more about it as you go along.
Fantastic. Could you please briefly describe your career trajectory? From the moment you graduated as a psychologist to where you are today.
Okay, so I started the grief group therapy program 2 years ago. That was when I was still in school, and I have continued since after I graduated. Then I started working for this organization that works with, that does early childhood development. And I'm currently looking for different places to apply myself in regards to psychology, such as someone's private practice or in the public sector, such as national hospitals. Then I want to pursue a master's in counseling psychology with a focus on adolescent mental health. And in future, I'd like to start my own practice and create a halfway home for people who have not been admitted in hospital. Maybe you are like in Madare or another mental institution and you've been discharged, but you're not yet ready to be home. You still need support like care, need supervision and that sort of thing. So I'd like to create a halfway home for people like that.
Oh, fantastic. So Gloria, as we finish off, what advice would you give a teenager who is considering a career as a psychologist?
I would advise a teenager considering psychology as a career to go for it. Psychology is a very broad and practical career, such that if you change your mind somewhere along the way, they'll still be able to apply what they learned in the next thing that they venture into. And I'd also advise them to speak to people in the field and ask them about their experience with psychology.
Thank you very much, Gloria. So we were talking to Gloria Gitonga, a psychologist, and this is another video in our career series for high schoolers. If you want to know more, you may email me, jackie@lifeskillscoaching.co.ke. Thank you very much, Gloria, and all the best with the fantastic plans that you have for, for people who need support from.
Thank you.